In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a piecewise function using LaTeX in Schoology. And as you notice here, it's a mathematical typesetting language, and it's pronounced LaTeX. So I've already set up the instruction portion of the Schoology assessment, and I'm doing this in Schoology assessments. So now that I've set up the instructions and I've saved that, we're going to go to creating a question. And for the purpose of this video, we'll create a multiple choice question. Okay, in the question setup, we want to first of all go to the editing box here, where we're going to type our question. Now, normally we would write a question of some kind, okay, but I'm just going to jump here straight away to the Schoology equation editor, which is this sigma symbol. So we click on that. Sometimes it takes a moment for the equation editor to open, but there it is. Okay, now to get to LaTeX, we go down here to this box down here, and we have two options. We have LaTeX or MathML. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use LaTeX. And so for this, we want to view the source. And then in this window here, we're going to type our LaTeX. Now, here's how you type LaTeX for a piecewise function. I'm going to make this a three-part function using the functions x squared plus 1, 5 minus x, and negative x cubed. So here we go. So f of x equals, and then on the next line we're going to indent a few places. We're going to backward slash, and then we'll write the term begin curly brace cases. And we're going to go down a few places, and then we're going to indent again, backspace, end curly brace cases. Close curly brace. Okay, then we're going to go up to the next line, and we're going to indent even a bit beyond that. And here's where we're going to write the first line of our piecewise function. So we're going to write x squared plus 1. So we write x caret, which is shift 6. So that's caret squared plus 1. And then we space a few places, and then use ampersand, space a few more places, then open curly brace. And let's say that this particular function, this part of the piecewise function is going to work for everything less than or equal to 0. So we're going to say 0 space backslash LEQ. Now in LaTeX, backslash LEQ stands for less than or equal to. So less than or equal to x, and then we're going to close our curly brace, and then space, and then we're going to use two backslashes, because in LaTeX, two backward slashes tells LaTeX that you want to go to the next line. So now we're going to go to the next line and indent like before. And on this line, we're going to use 5 minus x, and then space a few over, and we're going to ampersand again, and then space a few, open curly brace. And this time we're going to say that 0 is less than x, 0 is less than x, which is going to be, and we're going to do backward slash LEQ for less than or equal to, and let's say 5. And then we close our curly brace, and then a couple of spaces, and then backslash, backslash. Now we're going to enter a new line, move over a few again so that we're indented, then negative x raised to the third power. Okay, and we're using the caret again, which is shift 6, in order to get that exponent. And then we're going to ampersand again, and then open curly brace. And this one is going to be x is greater than 5. Close curly brace. Okay, and that looks like it's okay. So we'll go ahead and run that. And it's looking pretty good so far, although kind of funky. but we want to see what it looks like when we present this to students. So in order to complete this, I need to make up a few fake answers. And so I'm making up a few fake answers, and then I need to scroll down here for the correct answer setup, and I need to choose a correct fake answer and then save this. Okay, so now we can take a look at what this looks like in the preview. In other words, this is what the students will see. So we're going to start a new attempt. And you can see our piecewise function looks like just like it does in a textbook. All right, x squared plus 1 for the portion of the domain that is less than or equal to 0. Okay, the 5 minus x for the portion of the domain between 0, not included, and 5 included. And then negative x cubed for everything greater than 5. And then students, of course, can make this choice here. Okay, but that's pretty cool. That looks like the real thing. Now, I want to go back for a moment. Okay, so we can get out of this preview. And let's go back and create a second multiple choice question. And this time, we're going to use greater than or equal to in our piecewise function expression. So again, we want to go to the editing window. We're going to go to the equation editor. Okay, make sure we're in LaTeX. We'll view the source. We're going to create a function, let's say g of x equals. Okay, and then we're going to space over a few, and we're going to write begin cases with a curly brace. And we'll go down a couple, and we'll move over a bit to indent, and then backspace, end, open curly brace cases, close curly brace. So then we're going to go up here in between, and again we're going to indent from there. And let's say that we have, let's say x cubed minus 1, and, whoops, hit the wrong key. And we're going to go over a bit, ampersand, open curly brace, and let's say that this is good for everything where we'll say that x is less than 0. Close the curly brace, a couple of spaces, add a couple of backslashes. Now notice I added a couple of spaces. There's LaTeX doesn't distinguish between space on a horizontal line like that. So consequently, we can space a couple of spaces and then add those backslashes. So now we're going to go down to the next line, and then we're going to say that this is going to be, let's say, x to the 4th plus 2, and we'll ampersand, and then we're going to open curly brace, and in this case, we're going to say x is greater than or equal to 0. So we're going to backslash, and here's how we write greater than or equal to. It's going to be GEQ, that's greater than or equal to, and then we space, and then 0, and close curly brace. Okay, and so this is going to be a piecewise function with two portions to it, 2 parts. So we go OK, and it's looking good so far. We're going to add a few fake answers. And there we go. There are our fake answers. And then we're going to scroll down to the correct answer setup and choose one, and then save. Okay, and you can see that in this window things look kind of funky, also in this one. But we don't really care about that. We're going to go up here to preview, and we'll start a new attempt. Okay, and our question number 1 is still looking good. And let's go on to question number 2. And you can see it looks pretty good too. We have g of x is equal to x cubed minus 1 as long as x is less than 0. and we have that g of x is equal to x to the fourth plus 2 as long as x is greater than or equal to 0. And that's exactly what we wanted to see. So this is how you interject piecewise functions using LaTeX into the Schoology assessment tool. And that will be it for this video.